Hey YouTube, this is Johnny. Welcome back to my channel. What you have in front of you today is my M&P 9C. I want to highlight just for a couple of minutes one of the issues with this weapon, and that is in the disassembly, the takedown lever. That once you actuate it as you're trying to take the weapon apart, then it pops right back again, making it very difficult to disassemble the weapon. Smith & Wesson has been contacted by multiple owners on this issue. They say that it was part of the design of the weapon that you would have to actuate the lever and then hold it with your hand and then use all the muscle you could between the slide stop and fumble with the weapon. I don't think that that's true. I think that they have a problem. They just don't want to come out and say that this weapon's been out, and a lot of people like this weapon, but this is one of the drawbacks of this weapon. And so I want to show you some of the things that I did. What I started doing was making sure we have a clear weapon. Okay, safety. One of the things that I started doing was I started to hold down the takedown lever in the non-serrated part of the weapon of the lever, and then actuating it. And as I was pushing it down, then it was staying in the down position just like that. And so then release the slide stop. We go ahead and we pull the trigger only with a cleared weapon. Then our slide is coming out. Then I started to wonder, why do I have to push down on the lever and keep it down? What's the whole reason? Well, as you can see, this lever is free-flowing. There's no free-floating in there. There are no springs. There's nothing actuating this. And you think, well, then what is it that puts the pressure on it? What puts the pressure on it is the guide rod and the spring. And that gives the impression that you're actually, that it's spring-loaded somehow or another, okay? And so I'm going to show you now one of the things that I discovered by doing a little research, digging deep down into some of the forums and stuff. So what we're going to do, in order to do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take off the lever. In order to do that, we're going to bring it up to about the 2 o'clock position. And at that point, you're going to wiggle it. It's going to come out, bring it down, and then you just pull it out of the hole. There's nothing else holding it in there, okay? And so here's the lever. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to try and bring this into focus. There it is, okay? There's the area. There's a notch on the edge, on the flat edge. This is the flat edge, okay, flat side of it. There is a notch right there. On the other side of that notch, right there, you see a bare metal area, and that was a on the other side of that notch. What happened was there was a burr that was somehow or another created on the other side of that edge. Somehow or another, I think that from racking the slide back, from it getting stuck, slamming it back, just the whole process of it getting stuck and pulling it back and forth, that burr was created there on that edge. And so what I did was I went ahead and I took a file and I hit the flat side of that, and I took that burr and I brought it down as much as possible without rounding any of the edges or anything, or messing with the notch that's in there. And so I was able to flatten it up a little bit. And as I'm twisting it around, you see the bare metal there. I'm going to bring it right back up again just to give you a good view of that. There it is right there. That little bump right there. I brought it down as much as I could and removed the burr from there because it wasn't natural there. As you'd rub your nail across it, it would get stuck there. And so I removed it. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to reinsert this again into the slide. And I'm going to try and give you a little view here best I can, okay? I'll show you with the light. I'm going to come in here and try. Okay. There it is. See the hole where the lever is going to go in? So once you put it in through the front side, through the side there, you're going to see on the other side, you see the hole on the other side. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take the lever, you're going to bring it back in here again, probably at the 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock position. You're going to go ahead and jiggle it in there. Once you get it back in there, bring it right back again into the 2 o'clock position and make sure that it lines up with the edge of the hole, because as you line it up with the edge of the hole on the inside, on that side there, as you start rolling it down with your finger on the flat portion, as you roll it down, it's going to fall into the notch on the inside of that. And so there is your takedown lever. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this and we're going to put it back together. And this is what I've done, because on the reassembly, the whole issue is not completely resolved on the reassembly where the lever stays in the down position. Okay, it doesn't stay on the down position. You see where it kind of worked its way back because that guide rod is hitting the edge of this takedown lever and causing that to happen. And so what I do naturally is, what I'm going to do is I just hold it with my thumb, I bring it back, and as I bring it back, I go ahead and I actuate the lever and bring it there. And there it is. So I'm going to show you again one more time on the takedown so you see what I do. I'm bringing it back, I'm locking it, I have a clear weapon, taking my lever, I'm actuating the lever without holding anything else. The lever stays in its position, it's not popping back up again. I'm releasing, pulling the trigger on an empty chamber because it's been safety checked, and now I'm able to remove the slide, and there, working fine. I hope this video has helped you. Please take some time to subscribe. Thanks for watching.